All right, so today's topic is whether or not I believe Sesko has the minerals to succeed at Arsenal. Will Gyokeres be a success? Now, in this current moment of time, Gyokeres has just come off an insane 24-25 season with how many? 39 Liga NOS goals. All right, that's 39 league goals. All right, that's that's like Mbappe numbers, right? And I know it's Liga NOS. It might not even be top five European leagues at the moment. But you can't, discredit, the fact that scoring 39 goals in a European league. You can't discredit that. And there is one player who I wanted to compare Victor Gyokeres to, and whether or not it could be like a metric whether or not he'd succeed at Arsenal. And that player is Jamie Vardy. And you might be thinking you're out of your mind. Jamie Vardy is a Premier League legend. He, listen, you got to think about how they both done it in the Championship. All right, I'm bringing up Jamie Vardy's stats right now. Jamie Vardy, 13-14 season, he scored 16 goals in the Championship and 10 assists. Okay, that's 13-14. Remember that. The following season, okay, where he comes into the Premier League, 14-15, he scores how many? 5 goals. And then 15-16, his infamous, legendary season, he scores what? 24 Premier League goals. In an era where there's Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero, all these great strikers in the league. All right, he scores 24 goals. Now let's look at Victor Gyokeres' championship numbers. All right, I'm taking him back to 22-23, where I believe he played for Coventry. 21 championship goals. Now I do remember seeing a clip of his goal at QPR's ground, and he genuinely had aura. Like, he was doing this in front of everyone. Like, well, like I already think that he's already accustomed to English football. Not saying that the Championship and the Premier League are similar. They're not. One's very, very high level. It's just that, he's already accustomed to how teams are in England and how they sort of play. Because if you do look at, the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, it's quite similar the way English teams play. It's only different when you got like Man City and Liverpool, where every single player is foreign. But yeah, I think that's why Arsenal have such a hard time in the cup competitions, because we have quite a few English players, and the other English teams can sort of know how we're going to play. Now, when it comes to Victor Gyokeres, he is very centric. Like, he knows what he wants when it comes to football. He's not looking for layoffs and link-ups, all right? He's not like a Benzema type of striker. This guy he's like a sort of Lewandowski's Zlatan type of striker. He's always looking forward. He's always looking towards the target. He's always looking to score, okay? And when it came to his interview recently, when he was talking about what would he like, Victor, in his recent interview, he said that he was reading a note from Martin Odegaard. And Martin Odegaard said, if you need anything, just give me a shout. And Victor Gyokeres straight up said, some assists will be nice. Some assists would be nice. I think that's kind of disrespectful, like, considering you're speaking to the captain of Arsenal. But yeah, that just proves how hungry he is. And I've sort of gained more respect for Victor Gyokeres, because he's not on that sort of like PR nonsense stuff that the rest of the players are on. This guy is strictly about football, and I like that about him. All right, and I believe he's going to rattle some feathers in the dressing room, and I'm here for it, because we need that. We need a locker room full of men. Do you know what I mean? No more softness. No more, oh, we go again. No, we don't go again. We need to do it this time. All right, this year we have to win a major trophy, and I believe Victor Gyokeres' presence in the locker room, his figure. All right, I know that sounds a bit crazy, but his intuition on the field, whether it comes to like scoring, headering. All he wants to do is score goals, all right, and that's all we need, because we can create so many chances. We put a midfielder at number 9, all right, a makeshift striker, and he managed to get 9 goals in about what 8 or 9 weeks, all right. I think Gyokeres could come into the league and score 25 league goals on the trot. That's how much I believe in him. Like, genuinely, he gives me hope now, because he was the final piece that we were missing for the last few years. A striker with goal scoring intuition. Now, I am very excited for Victor Gyokeres, because I am going to be watching him against Atletico Bilbao in the Emirates Cup on the 9th of August. So that will be me scouting potential flaws in his game. No, I'm joking. But I'm excited to watch him play. And yeah, you know, listen, we've got Gyokeres, we've got Noni Madueke, Kepa, Norgard, Zumendi. Please go and get Eberiche Eze. We now need Eze. We've pretty much covered the striker position. We've got a backup keeper. We've got enough defenders. We've got enough midfielders now. We've got Max Doman coming through. We've got Wanyeri coming through. An established player of that profile would be lovely. We need Eze, okay? We need someone to be at the helm of our counter attacks. Someone who can shoot from outside of the box. He's also like a strong figure. He can also play off the left as well. I think he'd be so crucial for us because what we've got now isn't enough. Considering Liverpool's window, they could still get Isak, and Ekitike is looking very good in training. Look at Man City's signings, all right? Chelsea as well. You can't disregard Chelsea. We've got to be more aggressive now in the market, and I appreciate what Andrea Berta has done because he's been brilliant, you know, with the signings, but he hasn't been that great with the outgoings, if you know what I mean. Where is Fabio Vieira? Why hasn't he been sold yet? You know, questions like that need to be answered. So, yeah, I think Eberiche Eze, and there are some new links with Rafael Leao. How likely is it that we sign him? Very unlikely. Is it more likely that we sign Leao as opposed to Rodrigo? Yes, I do think it'd be way easier to get Leao than Rodrigo. There are a lot of like stuff like with Rodrigo when it comes to like a massive amount of wages. He'd want like 300k a week or more than that. Madrid not wanting to sell him for less than 90 mil or something like that. Yeah, you know, logistics like that. But yeah, I'm excited for what the season brings. Now we've got Victor Gyokeres, and yeah, I just don't know what the plan is for Kai Havertz because I do want Gyokeres starting every single game. I do not want Havertz at the 9. I do think he is valuable at the 9 at times. I do not want him playing in the midfield at all. We saw how that worked out for the first 6 months of his Arsenal career. It was horrible. Like, it was just like he was like a stick in the middle of a machine. Like, it was just being a nuisance to everything, you know. So yeah, let's just pray that Arteta finds a way to have both Gyokeres and Havertz there, because I'm not saying Havertz is a bad player. It's just that Gyokeres is a striker, a traditional striker, and we know what he brings. We still don't know what Havertz brings. So yeah, that's all until maybe the next video that I upload. Possibly will be the Emirates Cup game. That's unless we sign Eberiche Eze beforehand. Take care.